Yo, everybody, Captain Glitch here. Right off the bat, you may be wondering, what are we doing in this game? This is a Metroid. And you'd be partially incorrect, because we are playing the Metroid mod in Terraria. This is a mod made by Screwboot. He's been developing it for quite some time. He's still actively developing it with a team of people, but it was released a little while ago at the beginning of this year. We did stream it at one point. I have progressed through the mod twice. And at this point, I'm just kind of not really give you all a let's play, but give you kind of a rundown on how to progress through the mod, and then eventually show you all the in-game gear. I wanted to kind of give you a preview of the in-game gear right now. You can see this is kind of what you can expect from the mod at the end of the game. Um, but yeah, so get ready. Let's jump right into where we start. Alright, now that we're in our world, I went ahead and made myself a bow just so I can not die, but when you start the game, you're going to immediately notice something if you open up your map. There's this little symbol, I believe that's the Goblin Tinkerer icon, but you'll see that on the map with question marks. You'll also notice it on your housing icon, housing query or whatever you call it. And that's going to kind of be like the first stage of progression for this mod. You can choose to either go over there right away, or you can choose to go underground. I'll kind of go show off what you can do underground first, but then we'll head to that way. Alright, after mining for a little bit, I finally found what I was looking for. It was also quite a good showing. You can see we have a side hopper over here. We have a missile tank. Neither of these are what I was trying to show you guys, but up here, you see is what we were looking for. That is Chosite ore, which is definitely needed if you want to craft your good old power suit. So this is one of the ways to start. This is not the way I recommend to get it because, yeah, I was mining for quite a while with Spelunker potions, and I just finally found one. And you do need a good amount, so we're gonna go ahead and head all over to this spot now. I'm gonna cut to where I'm heading that direction, and I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, so we are almost at the blimp. One thing I wanted to mention is that we will be playing in normal mode because there's currently no expert exclusive items, and good lord, this a lot. There are no expert exclusive items right now, so it will just be more of a hassle to play on expert mode. I have already played direct mode twice, so if I do see any attacks that they are lacking, bosses in future, I will let y'all know. So this is the blip on the map. Let me show you real quick. This is the Chozo Ruins. This is currently the only structure that generates. There is one other structure that can randomly generate in the world. But we'll look at that later whenever we find one. But this is like the main structure you're going to want to encounter for progression. You see right off the bat we got chests, we have doors, and we have a Chozo statue. So you're going to want to take that item there, and I would suggest mining the actual statues. They give you that Chozite we mentioned earlier. Just a little thing. And this will actually go in your mount slot. So you put that in your mount. I don't know why it took me out. And you'll see you have a little UI here. You press your mount button and bada bing, bada boom, you can morph. Your morph speed is actually rather quick. I think it's as fast as Hermes boots. So it's definitely a good way to move around. We also see we got a missile expansion. We can't actually use these yet. You saw I also got one earlier, didn't really talk about it. We can't use that yet, but it's still useful to go ahead and pick up when we see them. That wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, had to make a quick cut there. The boss decided it wanted to spawn before we introduced him properly. But yeah, this is some more stuff you can grab. You can grab the Morph Ball bombs and the Power Grip. Power Grip's not terribly useful, but the bombs is. To equip it, you're going to want to go to where you can see your Morph Ball UI and put it in your weapon slot. Well, these might be useful. And then, of course, remember to mine these. You will need them to get the the armor set that you're going to want. Alright, now that we've got the armor and everything as offer, let me go ahead and show you. The loot that you get is pretty much the same. You get a... Ooh, don't want to throw that away. You get a cloud in a bottle and a flying carpet. Sorry, sandstorm in the bottle. It's pretty helpful for the fight. You don't actually need it though. The morph ball comes quite in handy. Now you may be talking about fight. What do you mean? Well, let's see. There's a little thing right here. His name is Terrizo. So this is the first boss you'll actually fight in the game. I would recommend using a bow. He's not very hard. He has only 2k health. Even in expert mode, I was able to first try him. He's not the hardest boss. Especially with the equipment this area gives you, you can just jump over him. You could also morph roll under him. Like you see, it'll make him jump back, kind of like in vanilla in Super Metroid. I'm talking like this is a ROM hack. Ugh, the ROM hack brain. He does do a good amount of damage. I'd rather not get hit. This is definitely gonna be a slow fight. Probably won't show all of it. I'll probably cut parts of it out just because I have a wooden bow. I probably should have invested in something better. All right, this fight's dragging on a little bit, but you see we have made quite a bit of progress. His face is about to break, so hopefully we can do that so you guys can kind of see before we kill him. He does pretty much the same attacks as Super. He'll launch the projectiles at you. Oh, there we go. Now that his face is broken, he kind of just charges at you. He'll do his hand swiping attacks, and then he'll kind of just try to run into you at this point. All right, here we go. Oh, don't kill me now. There we go. So, see, we get... Oh, I got a Terrizo mask. Definitely gonna equip that. It actually animates when you walk. So yeah, we get some energy shards, and it gives us a good amount of Chozite ore. So let's go ahead and go teleport back home and craft this stuff. Alright, so I went ahead and made a little base here because it's already partially built. Saved me a little time. I would recommend it if you don't like building in Terraria like me. I'm not a big fan of building in this game. But I went ahead and crafted a couple things. You see, I already have my good old power beam. Crafting that's pretty easy. You just need 8 Chozite bar, which I have, and then 3 energy shards, so it should actually show up. Yeah. Another thing I crafted was the grappling beam. I don't remember exactly how many you need, but it requires the same materials. I should have supported me making it. But the grappling beam functions pretty differently compared to any other hook. It doesn't directly pull you into it. You have to manually do that. You can extend it as well, and it preserves momentum. So it's very useful to move around hell, for instance. So I'll try to show that off when we ever head down there, probably next time. And at this point, the other thing we want to craft is our armor set. So you see I have a little NPC down there. These guys are in the way. Let me see if I can remove them. Show off the power beam a little bit. So this is a Chozo ghost. He spawns after you beat Cerrizo. And for right now, his only use is selling Terrizo summoning items. So this is how you can farm Terrizos and how you can get enough Chozite ore for what you need. On top of that, you're also going to need to fight either the Eater of Worlds or the Brain of Cthulhu, depending on if you have corruption or not. I'm not going to show that off, but you do need shadow scales or tissue samples. So I'm going to go farm this Terrizo for a bit and get those tissue samples or shadow scales, because I still don't know if I have either. And I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, we are back. Farming is pretty easy when you have the power beam. The brain was a little hard because no armor, so I was pretty stubborn. But at this point, we should have enough material to make what we need to get our power suit. So first thing you're going to want to do, let's get rid of this, is create your Chozite armor set. So it's going to go ahead and create all of the pieces. There's the helmet, the leggings, the breastplate. Go ahead, since we have enough material, we're not going to put it on just yet. Also, I'm going to make the Morph Drill Mark II here because it can mine Hellstone. That's something we made earlier, forgot to mention. The drill, it is basically a pickaxe you can use in Morph Ball mode. It is very fast and it's very powerful. I definitely recommend utilizing it. So this is what we're going to need. We're going to need one E-tank for each suit piece. And then you're also going to want one for your missile launcher. So I'm going to go ahead and make, let's make 4 of them. And you see we already get it populated. We got our power suit, 6 defense, 15 heat capacity, decreased overheat use. We'll also go ahead and craft our missile launcher, serves as another weapon. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my pickaxe away since I have, that scared me, since I have that. And since we have our missile launcher, we can now use our missile expansions. Put them right there. Let's go ahead and craft the rest of our power suit first. Don't tell me we're low on materials now. Oh, we're gonna need some more crimtane. Well, let me go get some more. Alright, I went ahead and got the crimtane and crafted the other armor pieces. I keep forgetting to hit record again when I'm crafting it, so that's kind of annoying. But the recipe just involves energy tank, more of those bars, and then your Chozite piece. You can always, again, check the guide or use recipe browser. So here's our full set. We're going to go ahead and equip it. The helmet gives increased night vision. You probably just noticed my vision increased. The suit itself gives overheat capacity and minus 10% decrease to overheat use. That's for your power beam. It's more useful as you get upgrades. Right now our power beam doesn't really overheat. And then the boots allow you to slide down walls and negate fall damage. So all in all, it's a pretty useful suit. Not the most in terms of defense, only 16 defense, but it's very good. The set bonus actually allows you to sense move like this. It's basically a dash. It can only be used on the ground, but you are intangible when you use it. So if you're fighting a boss and it's pinning you against the wall or something, you can sense move through it, or at least partially, depending on the size. And also never went over this. This is the beam and missile UI. Right now I have missiles selected, so this is the current ammo you have. Once you have the missile launcher, enemies will start dropping missiles. And then this is the beam part. You see we start overheating as we shoot. It overheats more and more as we acquire these weapons. And then this is the charge meter. It can be used for both as you get charge items for this. I think in the next episode we're going to explore getting all these upgrades that are possible to get for pre-hard mode. Or at least some of the best ones. Same with the missiles. We'll try to find some underground, try to craft the others. And then we'll also fight the last pre-hard mode boss. And then I think in the episode after that, we'll go ahead and jump into hard mode, which definitely has the most content in terms of bosses. So, yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying so far, if you're playing along with me. Let me know what your favorite part of mod is so far. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.